if you take two magnets, right, and you put them together, they stick together. But if you flip the other one of them on the opposite side and try to stick them together, there's going to be some energy in between these magnets that is a force that won't allow them to stick together no matter how much you try to squeeze them together. There's a force in between these two magnets, right, that they just don't go together. And that's exactly how it rolls in your relationships, okay? Y'all keep complaining of why you can't find a good man or a good woman is because you might be operating in a energy that only attracts what you are, okay? See, for you women out here, a lot of y'all dress like hoes. And because you operate in this whole energy, you attract to yourself other hoes. And then you complain and cry about why I can't find a good man. I keep finding these niggas that want to give me the D and bubble gum. Okay? Because you operating in the energy of the hoe. Okay? And that's why the hoes are being attracted. You can't, if you operate in a whole energy, you're not attracting no man of God, because that man of God is the flip side of the magnet. It just don't go together. And just like that magnet, that force in between that's keeping them separated, if you operate in a whole energy, God is the force in between you and a good man. You can't get the good man because y'all just don't stick together. Why? Because you operating in whole energy, and the force that's in the good man, that energy ain't going to stick with you, okay? So that's the reason why you keep on attracting hoes to you, because you're operating in whole energy, okay? If you can't trust the devil to love you, then how would you expect for his children to have love in them to share love with you when God is love? But because you don't really want nothing to do with God in your life, you may speak about God out your lips, but because your lifestyle, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you live your life have nothing to do with God, you can't attract a godly man in your life or a godly woman in your life, because you're operating and living your life with no God. Okay? And that's why you ain't got no good man or good woman in your life that's of God, because the lifestyle you live in, my man and girlfriend, is against God. And God is not going to send his children to such an individual that's operating on the enemy side. That's why the two won't stick together, okay? Because you on one side and you got a desire for the other side, but you really don't want that other side, because that other side is so different from you, you're not even attracted to that. You attracted to what you are, okay? So if you keep running in the holes, you better look in the mirror. You understand me? Because you only attracting what you are, how you operating. Okay? That's what you're attracting to yourself. You putting this energy out into the universe, and the universe is giving you what you asking for in your lifestyle. You keep on living your life with no God, then the devil keep on sending you his children. And then after the devil keep on sending you his children, relationship after relationship, you keep wondering why you keep running into these bad men, but these are the same bad men that you keep on running into because these are the ones you like. You ain't attracting no real man of God into your life, and that's the really man that you need. But because you're not in position to receive that from God, then God keeps that from you. And you wonder why you can't find what you really, your heart's desire, because your lifestyle posture ain't lined up with God, okay? You on the earth, okay? Roaming around like Satan said he was roaming around, going to and fro. That's what you're doing in your lifestyle. You roaming around, going to and fro, just like Satan told God what he was doing. He said he's going around to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. If you operating going to and fro, then you got to have an enemy in your life, because you going to and fro with the enemy. Okay? He's probably using you to devour, seek and devour someone else's life, or he's using that individual to seek and devour your life. But because you ain't lined up with God, you to and fro with the devil. And that's why you can't get a good man or a good woman, because the energy that you're operating in ain't godly, okay? The way you dress, you want to be online twerking just to get some likes so you can get some money. Well, the devil already said, if you bow down and worship me, he'll give you the kingdoms of this world and the glory of him. And if you online twerking and all that, you're working for the devil and you're worshiping the devil. And that's why he's paying you the money that you got to do what you're doing. Your OnlyFans page, you getting the money that you got because you're worshiping the devil in your lifestyle, okay? And that's why God ain't sending you no husband, because you are operating in the wrong energy, okay? So I hope that helped you. God bless.